Discipline is the silent warrior within you that does not need applause or recognition because it knows its worth. Discipline is not dramatic. It does not scream for attention. It does not wait for validation. It acts. It executes. It completes. Discipline is what makes you rise while the world sleeps. It is what keeps you awake while the world dreams. It is what builds your vision in silence, so that one day it roars so loud that the world cannot ignore it. Motivation is an emotion, a visitor that comes and goes as it pleases. But discipline is your companion, your shield, your sword. Discipline is power, because it gives you the ability to take control of your actions, regardless of how you feel. Discipline is freedom, because it frees you from the prison of your moods and excuses. Discipline is strength, because it strengthens your mind every time you say yes to what you must do and no to what you want to avoid. Discipline makes your purpose stronger than your pain. Discipline makes your goals louder than your fears. Discipline makes your dreams more important than your comfort. Everyday discipline gives you two choices. Do what is easy and remain the same, or do what is hard and become who you want to be. Every moment you choose discipline, you rise above weakness. Every moment you choose discipline, you silence your inner excuses. Every moment you choose discipline, you build a life that reflects who you truly are inside. Discipline is what keeps you moving forward when motivation dies. Discipline is what makes you keep your promises to yourself. Discipline is what transforms your potential into power. Discipline is what carves your character out of chaos. Discipline is what turns your vision into victory. Motivation will whisper to you beautiful dreams, but discipline will make you live them. Motivation will make you feel powerful for a moment, but discipline will make you powerful for a lifetime. Discipline is quiet confidence. It is silent strength. It is invisible force. It is your secret weapon. Discipline is not easy. It will test you. It will stretch you. It will break your comforts and force you to grow. Discipline will make you sacrifice temporary pleasures for permanent fulfillment. Discipline will make you choose solitude over distraction, progress over procrastination, purpose over comfort. Discipline is what makes you wake up, even when your body begs for sleep. Discipline is what makes you train when your muscles ache with pain. Discipline is what makes you work when your mind is flooded with doubts. Discipline is what makes you study when your eyes burn with tiredness. Discipline is what makes you show up again and again until you master what you once feared. Discipline is what builds unbreakable confidence because you begin to trust yourself deeply. You know you will show up no matter what. You know you will do what you said you would do. You know you are stronger than your excuses. Discipline is the root of greatness. Discipline is the foundation of every success. Discipline is the invisible work behind visible results. Discipline is what builds respect in silence while the world is busy seeking attention. Discipline is not something you are born with. It is something you choose. It is something you create. It is something you strengthen every day with every choice. Discipline is built in small moments when you choose what you must do over what you feel like doing. Discipline is built in silent battles with yourself when no one is watching. Discipline is built when you rise from failure with greater determination. Discipline is built when you control your mind and make it serve your goals. Discipline is the master of emotions. Discipline does not care about fear, doubt, or uncertainty. Discipline acts regardless. Discipline does not wait for the perfect time. Discipline creates the time. Discipline does not wait for opportunities. Discipline creates opportunities through relentless action. Discipline does not dream about success. Discipline creates success through daily effort. Discipline is commitment without conditions. It is showing up no matter what. It is working hard without applause. It is sacrificing now for a greater future. It is ignoring distractions because your goals are bigger. Discipline is pure focus. Discipline is inner fire. Discipline is unstoppable force. Discipline is the decision to become the person you desire to be. Discipline is power because it turns intentions into actions. Discipline is freedom because it releases you from the chains of laziness and procrastination. Discipline is strength because it makes you do what is necessary, even when you are scared. Discipline is what transforms ordinary people into legends. Discipline is what makes you get up after every fall. Discipline is what makes you fight for your dreams when everyone else has given up. Discipline is what makes you believe in yourself when no one else does. Discipline is what keeps you calm in chaos, focused in confusion, determined in despair. Discipline is what makes you unbreakable. Discipline is what makes you limitless. Discipline is what makes you unstoppable. Because when you choose discipline over motivation, you choose mastery over mediocrity. You choose purpose over pleasure. You choose greatness over comfort. Discipline is not a choice you make once. It is a choice you make every moment. It is a lifelong commitment to your highest self. Discipline is the truth behind every victory, the secret behind every success, the force behind every achievement. Discipline will hurt now, but it will give you a life of freedom later. Lack of discipline will give you comfort now, but will steal your freedom forever. Choose discipline. Choose your greatness. Choose your freedom. Discipline is everything. Discipline is the ability to control your thoughts, your actions, and your reactions in alignment with your highest goals. Discipline is self-mastery. It is the strength to choose long-term growth over short-term pleasure. It is the power to act based on purpose rather than mood. Discipline is not about punishing yourself. It is about guiding yourself towards what you truly desire. Discipline is self-respect in action. Discipline is honoring your commitments to yourself, even when it is hard. Discipline is staying focused on what truly matters, despite distractions that call for your attention. Discipline is keeping your emotions in check so they do not control your destiny. Discipline is the art of doing what is right, even when no one will ever know. Discipline is the quiet courage to stick to your plans, even when the results are not yet visible. Discipline is the relentless decision to keep moving forward, no matter how slow the progress feels. Discipline is patience with action. Discipline is consistency with purpose. Discipline is the choice to wake up and do what you promised yourself you would do even when you feel tired, defeated, or uninspired. Discipline is refusing to let circumstances decide your day. Discipline is choosing your response to every situation with clarity and purpose. Discipline is saying no to what does not serve your goals so you can say yes to what truly matters. Discipline is a form of love, the deepest form of love for yourself and your future. Discipline is not forcing yourself with anger. It is guiding yourself with commitment. Discipline is doing small things with full dedication again and again, until greatness becomes your nature. Discipline is not a punishment. It is a path to freedom. The freedom to create the life you want, the freedom to build the body you want, the freedom to master the mind you want, the freedom to live with confidence and peace. Without discipline, you become a prisoner to your impulses, your laziness, your fears, your moods. With discipline, you become the master of your life. Discipline is not about perfection. It is about consistency. Discipline is not about being the best every day. It is about giving your best every day. Discipline is not about waiting for the right time. It is about creating the time with your commitment. Discipline is the foundation that holds your dreams up high when motivation fades away. Discipline is the bridge between goals and achievements. Discipline is the force that turns intentions into results. Discipline is what makes you trust yourself, because you know you will do what you say. Discipline is inner power. It is what separates those who try from those who become. Discipline is choosing to rise when your mind says sleep. Discipline is choosing to work when your body says stop. Discipline is choosing to study when your brain says scroll your phone. Discipline is choosing to keep going when your heart feels heavy. Discipline is choosing to keep faith when doubt floods your mind. Discipline is what shapes your future, because every choice you make either builds you or breaks you. Discipline is the greatest investment you will ever make, because it compounds silently into success, confidence, freedom, and fulfillment. Discipline is everything. Discipline is what turns your words into reality. It is what turns your dreams into life. Without discipline, your words are empty, your dreams are illusions, your plans are meaningless. Discipline gives power to your promises. Discipline makes your vision unbreakable. Discipline is the difference between the person you are and the person you want to become. Every time you choose discipline, you close the gap between who you are and who you could be. Every time you choose discipline, you rise above your weakness. Every time you choose discipline, you become stronger, wiser, and closer to your goals. Discipline does not require talent. Discipline does not require perfect conditions. Discipline does not require motivation. Discipline only requires a decision to act, a decision to move forward, a decision to do what must be done, regardless of how you feel. Discipline is not for the faint-hearted. It demands sacrifice. It demands commitment. It demands the courage to face discomfort again and again until discomfort becomes your training ground. Discipline is what builds mental toughness. It teaches your mind that feelings are temporary, but results are permanent. It teaches you that pain is temporary, but growth is forever. It teaches you that resistance is a sign that you are on the path of transformation. Discipline will test your limits. It will break your comforts. It will make you question your strength. But every test builds your willpower. Every broken comfort builds your confidence. Every questioned strength builds your unshakable belief in yourself. Discipline teaches you to respect time, to value effort, to trust the process even when results are hidden. Discipline teaches you patience, because nothing meaningful comes overnight. Discipline teaches you humility, because progress is built step by step, not through shortcuts. Discipline teaches you gratitude, because you begin to appreciate the quiet effort that builds greatness. Discipline teaches you self-love, because every disciplined action is proof that you care about your life, your health, your dreams, your future. Discipline makes your character strong. It makes your focus sharp. It makes your purpose clear. It makes your mind calm amidst chaos. Discipline is what will carry you when your body is tired. Discipline is what will guide you when your mind is confused. Discipline is what will hold you up when your emotions try to pull you down. Discipline does not depend on your mood. Discipline does not depend on your energy. Discipline depends only on your decision to honor your commitments no matter what. When you live with discipline, you begin to realize you are capable of far more than you ever imagined. You begin to realize that limitations were only illusions created by your lack of discipline. You begin to realize that fear loses its power when you act despite it. You begin to realize that dreams come true not through wishing, but through working relentlessly with discipline. Discipline is the silent partner to your vision. It is the foundation on which success stands. It is the backbone of progress. It is the anchor that holds you steady in the storms of life. Discipline is the difference between those who dream and those who achieve, between those who start and those who finish, between those who wish and those who live. Discipline is not a burden. It is a blessing. It is not punishment. It is freedom. It is not restriction. It is expansion. Discipline gives you the power to create your life as you want it to be. Discipline gives you the power to master yourself, and self-mastery is the highest power there is. Because when you can command your mind and your actions, there is nothing in this world that can stop you. Discipline is everything, Dot. Discipline is what separates those who merely think about change from those who actually create change. It is what turns intentions into actions and actions into achievements. Discipline is what builds your identity. Every choice you make, every action you take, every time you choose discipline over comfort, you are casting a vote for the person you want to become. Discipline is not something that happens to you. It is something you create within yourself. It is born from a decision to no longer be ruled by your moods, your fears, your laziness, or your excuses. Discipline is the art of self-command. It is the mastery of your impulses. It is the training of your mind to focus on what truly matters. Discipline does not care about the weather, about your energy, about your problems. Discipline acts. Discipline shows up. Discipline delivers. It is the force that carries you through the storms, the dark nights, the lonely hours when motivation disappears, and all that remains is your decision to keep going. Discipline teaches you to embrace discomfort, because you know that discomfort is the pathway to growth. Discipline teaches you to ignore distractions, because you know that every distraction steals precious time from your goals. Discipline teaches you to choose long-term fulfillment over short-term pleasure, because you know that temporary pleasures fade, but fulfillment remains forever. Discipline is not a feeling. Discipline is a way of life. It is a code you live by. It is the silent agreement between you and your highest self that you will not settle for less than what you are capable of. Discipline is what keeps you grounded when life feels chaotic. It is what keeps you humble when life rewards you. It is what keeps you strong when life tests you. Discipline is what gives you inner peace, because you know you are living aligned with your values, your goals, your purpose. Discipline is what silences regret, because when you live with discipline, you leave nothing on the table. You give your best every day. You push yourself beyond what you thought was possible. You stretch your limits until they expand and make you realize that you are always capable of more. Discipline is what makes you unstoppable, because motivation will fail you when you are tired. Motivation will abandon you when you are discouraged. Motivation will betray you when you face repeated failures. But discipline remains. Discipline does not seek inspiration. Discipline creates results through action, through repetition, through relentless focus. Discipline is what builds unbreakable confidence, because confidence does not come from words or thoughts alone. Real confidence comes from knowing that you do what you say you will do, from knowing that you can rely on yourself, from knowing that you can handle anything because you train yourself daily to face discomfort without fear. Discipline is the silent architect of your future. Each disciplined action lays a brick in the foundation of your dreams. Each disciplined choice takes you one step closer to the life you desire. Each disciplined sacrifice compounds into a future that is powerful, meaningful, and fulfilling. Discipline is not glamorous. It is not dramatic. It is quiet, patient, persistent. It is built in early mornings when the world sleeps. It is built in late nights when the world rests. It is built in the silent hours when you push yourself to. Keep going despite your mind begging you to stop. Discipline is not about forcing yourself with anger. It is about guiding yourself with commitment. Discipline is rooted in love for your goals, for your future, for your life. Discipline is the ultimate form of self-love. Because when you are disciplined, you are saying to yourself, I care enough about my life to do what is necessary to make it great. Discipline is what gives your life structure, purpose, and meaning. Without discipline, you drift through life, blown by circumstances, ruled by emotions, controlled by distractions. With discipline, you take control. You become the captain of your life. You decide where you go, who you become, and what you achieve. Discipline is not just about working hard. It is about working smart and working consistently. It is about creating systems and habits that align your daily actions with your highest goals. Discipline is about eliminating what is unnecessary, so you can focus your energy fully on what truly matters. Discipline is the power to say no to what does not serve your growth. It is the power to say yes to what will build your future. Discipline is what makes you free, because only disciplined people are truly free. Free from laziness, free from fear, free from regrets, free from mediocrity. Discipline is everything. Discipline is the key to a life of greatness. Discipline is the secret to a life of fulfillment. Discipline is the foundation of a life of freedom. Discipline is what will take you where motivation never could. Discipline is what keeps your dreams alive when everything around you tries to bury them. Discipline is what makes you get up when life knocks you down again and again. Discipline is what gives you the courage to keep moving when the path ahead looks dark and endless. Discipline is what makes you strong enough to stand alone when no one believes in you. Discipline is what builds your inner world so powerful that the outer world cannot shake you. Discipline is not about forcing yourself to suffer. It is about empowering yourself to rise above weakness. It is about building an unbreakable mindset that acts regardless of pain, fear, or doubt. Discipline is what trains your mind to focus on what truly matters. It teaches you that every thought, every decision, every small action shapes your future. Discipline is what teaches you to stay calm under pressure. Because when you are disciplined, you know that you have prepared for this moment. You know that you have trained for every challenge, every obstacle, every test life throws at you. Discipline gives you quiet confidence because you know you are doing what is necessary every single day. You are not hoping for success. You are working for it. You are not waiting for opportunity. You are creating it. Discipline makes you relentless. It makes you powerful beyond measure because you stop relying on emotions to act. You stop waiting for motivation to move. You stop allowing excuses to hold you back. You take full control of your life with every disciplined choice you make. Discipline is what creates unstoppable momentum. Each day you choose discipline, you build another layer of strength within you. Each time you choose discipline, you build another layer of unbreakable willpower. Each time you choose discipline, you silence the part of you that wants to remain small and comfortable. Discipline is what transforms your character. It shapes you into a person of honor, consistency, and focus. Discipline makes your words powerful because people see you live them every day. Discipline is what builds your reputation. Not your words, not your dreams, but your daily disciplined actions. Discipline is what makes you trust yourself deeply, because you know that no matter how hard life becomes, you will not quit. You will not break. You will not run away. You will stand firm and keep moving forward. Discipline is what removes confusion from your life. When you are disciplined, you are clear about your goals, your priorities, and your standards. Discipline gives your life direction and meaning. Without discipline, life becomes scattered, wasted in distractions, and lost in endless cycles of starting and quitting. Discipline is what breaks you out of that cycle. Discipline is what creates the results you desire. Discipline is what makes your efforts compound into powerful outcomes. Discipline is what turns your weaknesses into strengths through relentless training and repetition. Discipline is what creates freedom in your life because it frees you from chaos and self-doubt. It frees you from procrastination and regret. It frees you from the chains of laziness and wasted potential. Discipline is what gives you a life of choice because you earn the freedom to decide how you live, where you go, and what you become. Discipline is choosing pain now to avoid suffering later. Discipline is choosing discomfort now to live in peace later. Discipline is choosing the hard path now to walk the great path later. Discipline is not a sacrifice. It is an investment in yourself. It is the highest form of self-respect and self-love. Discipline is the difference between living a life of regrets or living a life of fulfillment. Discipline is the force that makes you rise above the noise of the world and listen to the voice within you calling you to greatness. Discipline is the guardian of your dreams. It protects them from being destroyed by distractions, laziness, and fear. Discipline is what keeps your vision alive when your motivation fades. Discipline is what keeps your goals moving forward when progress feels slow. Discipline is what keeps your mind strong when doubt clouds your thinking. Discipline is what keeps your heart burning with purpose when the journey feels endless. Discipline is the invisible force behind every success, every achievement, every breakthrough. Discipline is everything. Without it, motivation means nothing. Without it, dreams remain dreams. Without it, potential remains potential. Discipline is the key that unlocks the greatness within you. Discipline is the force that builds your life into something powerful, meaningful, and extraordinary. Discipline is what will make you proud when you look back one day and realize you became everything you were meant to be. As this journey of words comes to its close, let these final moments remind you that everything you desire, everything you dream, everything you hope to achieve is waiting for you on the other side of discipline. Discipline is the silent promise you make to yourself that you will rise above weakness, rise above excuses, rise above temporary emotions, and choose the path that builds your greatness. Discipline is the silent commitment to your highest self, the unwavering decision to honor your goals, even when no one sees your effort. It is easy to sit and dream. It is easy to speak of goals. It is easy to wish for change. But true strength lies in the silent choices you make every single day. The choices that nobody claps for. The choices that demand your sweat, your patience, your focus, your persistence. That is where you build your greatness. That is where you prove to yourself that you are worthy of the dreams you hold. Do not wait for motivation. Do not wait for perfect days. Do not wait for someone to come and push you forward. You are enough. You are capable. You have everything within you to build the life you desire. But it will not come through wishful thinking. It will not come through emotional excitement. It will come only through disciplined action, through consistency, through choosing to keep your word to yourself, no matter how you feel. Discipline is not a one-time decision. It is a lifetime commitment. It is choosing every moment to align your actions with your purpose. It is choosing every moment to silence the noise of doubt and keep moving forward. It is choosing every moment to remember why you started when the journey feels long and lonely. Discipline is what turns pain into power, chaos into clarity, dreams into reality. Discipline is what transforms your life from something ordinary into something extraordinary. When you live with discipline, you become unstoppable. No setback can destroy you. No failure can break you. No challenge can defeat you. Because you have trained yourself to act regardless of the circumstances. You have trained yourself to move forward even when the ground shakes beneath you. You have trained yourself to rise every single time you fall. This is your life. This is your time. This is your moment to decide who you want to become. Let discipline guide your every step. Let discipline shape your every thought. Let discipline build your every day until your entire life becomes a reflection of the greatness within you. Do not live a life of regrets. Do not let laziness steal your dreams. Do not let fear silence your purpose. Choose discipline and you will create a life so powerful, so meaningful, so fulfilling that motivation alone could never have built it. Discipline is everything. It is the bridge from your current self to your highest self. Cross it with courage, with commitment, with relentless focus. and you will arrive at a place where your dreams are no longer dreams but your reality. Stand tall. Breathe deep. Hold your vision in your heart and let discipline carry you there. Because this is your time. This is your life. And discipline will make it extraordinary.